We should not be teaching black children in the United States that they are inherently victimized because of slavery, any more than we should be teaching Jewish kids in the United States that they are inherently victimized because of the Holocaust. As you would imagine, if the idea is that all inequality is the result of inequity, this means no responsibility for anyone. Wokeness lays every disparity between underperforming groups on victimization by the system. Now, that can be true. Right? This is not to deny that there have been cases in American history and that there are cases around the world right now where some groups are not performing as well as other groups because of discrimination. Of course, discrimination is a very real thing. But this cannot be an endless process of redress of grievances beyond the point where the people who sinned are now being asked to repay. Because then you end up with an endless cycle of grievances. It's one thing to say that if I hit you with my car, I ought to pay you. It's another thing to say that if I hit you with my car and that this has downstream effects that are negative for your kids, that 4 generations from now, my great-great-great-grandchildren should pay your great-great-great-grandchildren. If you go back far enough in history, every single person has been a member of a group that was victimized and a group that was a victimizer. Right? We all have a wide variety of blood types within us. Check 23andMe, except for Elizabeth Warren, who's not Native American. But aside from that, if you check 23andMe, we all have membership to various ethnic groups in various places on Earth, in various locations. And I'm sure all of our ancestors have suffered some discrimination or other. This is not to say that all of that discrimination is the same, that is of the same magnitude. It is to say that there is no cosmic justice that is available whereby we calculate today your fractional deserts for the blame of the past and your fractional deserts for what you deserve from everybody else. There is no way to do that. That is just not possible. What we can do is look to what individual decisions can we make today inside a free system that make lives better. You'll notice that when it comes to responsibility, the woke never want to talk about it because it might actually fix problems. What they want is deliberately designed not to make lives better. It's designed to ignore how you make lives better. It's designed to restructure the system. The system is bad. The system must be torn down. Never mind that the system has created more prosperity and more health and more wealth than any system in the history of humanity, bar none. It has to be torn down because it is unjust, because it is inequitable. Well, the reality is that if you want to improve your life in a free country, what you need to do is start making smart and good decisions. This game that we play, where personal decisions that could improve lives are ignored because we'd rather blame ancestry or blame people who don't bear the culpability for their parents or their grandparents or their great-grandparents, that game hurts everybody. We should not be teaching black children in the United States that they are inherently victimized because of slavery, any more than we should be teaching Jewish kids in the United States that they are inherently victimized because of the Holocaust. Some black kids are victimized by racism today, just as some Jewish kids are victimized by anti-Semitism. There's certain racism in certain policies, presumably. Then we call out those policies together, and we name them, and we change them. But to suggest that every single kid who is born of a particular race is under the thumb of a system is a lie. It is not true. And what's more, it's incredibly damaging. It's incredibly damaging to our society. It's incredibly damaging to those kids. There's nothing more damaging than telling a kid they cannot succeed in life because the system is rigged against them. It is a lie.